Thank you, Chen Chao. I'm amazed you can get everybody so excited, at this time of day, and me, I'm excited too now after hearing all of that. First of all, thank you for having me here. I really appreciate it. I'm very honored to be at this gathering. I think YCM is an amazing organization. Just going to your Rumah YCM, how you managed to get that house, is just incredible. Just shows the tenacity and guts of all of you. Well done. Brain drain, maybe a myth and reality, I would say. The myth is that we are the only ones with brain drain, and certainly we have got a lot of brain drain. I suppose the only statistic I would want to say is that what I've read is that 300,000 Malaysians emigrated in the, whatever it is, 1.5 years or so, between March 2008 and August 2009. That's up from the year 2007, about 140,000. So although one is a year, one is March to August the next year, it's still obviously on the increase. The Malaysian Employers Federation says that 785,000 Malaysians work overseas, of whom they estimate 2/3 are professionals like yourselves. So that's a lot. And I was kind of surprised, 44% work in Singapore, and only 28% work in the rest of Asia, which leaves about 28% everywhere else. So I kind of expected a lot more in Australia, maybe UK, and so on. But Singapore is the place. I thought there was more in China, for example. But what I've seen is also that we're not the only ones having it. What I see is that I think the general trend is our people get invited down, sucked to Singapore, really to replace the people they are losing. And they are losing huge numbers to countries like China, especially. They have China, Vietnam, and so on. So they have as big a problem. In fact, if you look at the newspapers, the way they talk about it on the front page of the newspaper in Singapore, it's, to them, they consider it a huge problem, because that's really all they have, town. They don't have palm oil and all the rest of it. They don't have a wide, big country to build stuff on. So they need all those people. Well, that's my take on it, is we're not the only ones suffering it. We must try to reverse it. And each of our companies, I think, does our best to keep our own people. Of course, we're fighting with each other, but basically we're fighting to keep people in this country. Very often when we lose people, we are losing them either to another country or to replace someone who went to another country. So that can't be, you can't escape from that. But the bottom line is that our people, there's two things really. Our people have a bit of a lack of self-esteem, if you like, about the country right now. We have to admit our country has had better days in terms of reputation. When you look at the Transparency International indexes and so on, it's better to be up there than down. And sometimes we are trending downwards, a little bit slowly, but trending downwards. So the reputation of the country is not so great, and that doesn't help. That especially doesn't help to get people to come back to a country. The middle income trap that you read about in the newspapers, that Tan Sri Nomak Yaakob, PM, and so on are talking about, that's also very important, because we all know that if just about everybody in this room, except for me, perhaps, only because I'm old, as we have just heard, thank you, were to leave and go overseas, all of you would probably earn that much money. Your equivalents earn that much more money in most countries that would have you. So we are in this middle income trap, and we have great skills. You have probably greater skills out there than any gathering in Vietnam or China or Singapore, but you are needed elsewhere. They can pay you more money. So there's that, the middle income trap. If we get our incomes up, and it's a hard and difficult process, and government is promising they'll come up with a roadmap to do that. If we can do that, then that, I think, will serve to keep a number of us back in. But there's another take I have on it. How many of you would like, think about working overseas one day? Hands, please, just show me. Don't be shy, including PWC people, don't be shy. All the PWC people putting up their hands, that's really bad. I'll talk to you on Monday. Now, when you get there, are you going to be treated equally with those people from that country? Tell me yes or no. No, I think you, yes or no? That's where you're wrong. Increasingly, when you get to the UK, you get to Australia, you get to Singapore, you're treated equally with them now. okay? You're even treated equally when you come in. Our country has this one-way valve. This is my take on it, is people can leave, but our country does not invite people to come in. Unlike Singapore, which is inviting, sucking our people to come in, other countries, the UK, for example, before the global financial crisis, was inviting people in. So I think we need to do that. Before I close off, we need to really do that, bring people in to replace people who have gone. The downside is they will compete with you. Now, can you take it? Can. Oh, very come true. Very good. Okay. Good. Thank you.